Film Ni hao, Film Jammers. Now, the Sony a7 III camera here has been a top contender in the camera market this year. Have you been thinking about upgrading? Check out these 5 reasons we think you should. Now this little baby has a full frame sensor. No crop, no micro four thirds, none of that nonsense. Now for a professional photographer, full frame has a lot of advantages. And for filmmakers, it's a huge plus. It allows you to get that beautiful shallow depth of field in your photos as well. Goodness gracious, great balls of bokeh! Battery life. Sony's new battery is a game changer. With the older a6500 or the a7S II, you had to carry handfuls of batteries on set. Batteries and handfuls of batteries and batteries and...
Ground control to Houston, this battery packs a punch.
Now, with the a7 III, 1 to 2 batteries will keep you juicing all day, which is just one less thing you have to worry about on set. The a7 III is also the only camera in this group that has 2 SD card slots. Along with the new longer-lasting battery, these features can be key on longer shooting days.
Daddy likes that.
No more overheating. One of our biggest complaints about the a6500 was that the camera could often overheat, and at crucial moments while filming. We often saw that overheat symbol pop up less than 15 minutes into shooting 4K footage. Now, with a more robust body on the a7 III and more modern tech built into it, we haven't seen it overheat once yet.
Whew, is it hot in here or is that just you?
The a6500 was by far the quickest to overheat. The a7S II also overheated. The a7 III did not overheat in our test, which went up to 2 hours. Autofocus. The new autofocus system in the a7 III is killer. Leaps and bounds better than the a7S II for video and photo, and a marked improvement over the a6500 for photography. The a7 III autofocus has 93% coverage on the full frame sensor. It's fast, and it really locks on quickly. The face detection, especially in photo mode, is really great. The a6500 locks on pretty well with the autofocus. The a7S II is really slow and didn't seem usable for real-world shooting. The a7 III had the best autofocus of the 3, and it locked on almost the entire time we tested it. Okay. Yeah. Low light performance sensor. The a7 III has added a new BSI full-frame CMOS sensor. This not only improves the low light performance, but it gives you an amazing 14 to 15 stops of dynamic range. The sensor is incredible in low light. It's much better than the a6500, and it's nearly as good as the a7S II, but with the benefits of higher megapixels, 24.2 megapixels versus 12.2 megapixels. And it'll shoot 10 frames per second here on the a7 III versus 5 frames per second on the a7S II. Next, we're going to do a quick low-light shootout between the 3 cameras. We shot the same footage with all 3 cameras using the same camera settings for each. We started with 800 ISO. Here's 6400 ISO. At 20,000 ISO, the a6500 is starting to get a bit grainy, while the a7S and the a7 III only show a minor amount of grain. The a6500 taps out at 25,600 ISO. We'll keep going with the a7S II and the a7 III. Here's 64,000 ISO. The highest setting the a7 III is capable of is 102,400 ISO. It's pretty good, but the a7S II can keep going. And going. And going. The a7S II tops out at 490,600 ISO. Pretty impressive for a little camera. Here's a comparison of all the cameras set to 25,600 ISO. The a6500 is showing a lot of grain here. The a7S II and the a7 III are still pretty even. At 102,400 ISO, the a7S II and the a7 III are still pretty similar. The a7 III seems to be slightly less grainy and has more saturated colors. So here's a comparison of all of the tests we did in all 3 cameras. Each has their benefits, but the a7 III really seems to lead the pack in most of the settings. The a7S II still is the best low-light camera. We hope this video was helpful. We think it's a great time to upgrade to the a7 III. It really is the best hybrid camera of 2018. It's amazing for both photos and video. So what's the price of all this goodness? Well, right now the a7 III runs $19.98 on Amazon.com. We've got links below to the camera and batteries if you'd like to use our affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything extra and it helps support us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.